Hi, Sharks. My name is Kirsten Brand, and this is Emma Brand. And we're here seeking an investment of $150,000 for 10% of our company, PAWNIX. Now, Sharks, we love to celebrate. We love weddings, sporting events, New Year's Eve, and in America, we especially love the 4th of July. And do you know how we love to celebrate these events? You guessed it, with fireworks. But you know who doesn't love fireworks? Emma. Aww. They are not high on her favorite things at all. She, like millions of dogs around the world, is scared of thunderstorms and fireworks. So much so that in 2017, during a fireworks celebration in Petoskey, Michigan, she busted out of her confines and ran away. Luckily, I got her back, but others aren't so lucky. So I set out to find a solution, and what I found is that there's not one single solution that all dog owners can rely on. So we invented PAWNIX, noise-canceling headphones for dogs. Each pair of PAWNIX is made with active and passive noise-canceling technology.
Oh my God!
Our system protects and counter conditions our fur babies from the loud noises that also have the potential to damage their hearing. PAWNIX is a necessity for dog owners, especially ones that have dogs that are scared of loud noises. Emma and I have just begun, and we've already helped many dogs, and we're looking to help them all. So Sharks, who's ready to join us and help other dogs tune out the loud, scary noises that scare them the most?
So I really, okay. So when I remember doing the, a few weeks ago, I reviewed their website, their social media. I'll link the video at the end and maybe I'll put it down below. But I don't remember the exact price, but I remember this being very expensive. Well, I don't know about very expensive. Was it $200? I feel like $200 is like not that bad, but I'm feeling like it was like $300 or $400. I could be wrong. So we'll get to that part, but you know, it's not as silly as I kind of thought at first. I mean, hearing her, the story and all, and I know dogs generally aren't the happiest on 4th of July or any time people are setting off fireworks. Like if you look at my Ring app, people are loud noises, setting fireworks off all the time apparently around here. It's kind of crazy. So I get that. I think if you live in an area that's a thing, then even at $200 or $300 or $400, maybe $500, if that's again, I don't know if that was the cost. Puts it, puts it in the realm of like, yeah, I could see doing that if it's going to work. I think the thing there is what's the return policy look like? What kind of returns are you getting? How comfortable are the dogs with the headphones on, et cetera, et cetera. So I guess we'll find out.
And can I ask you, when a dog is first strapped into the PAWNIX, do they freak out? Because I would think they really cherish their sense of hearing.
Some of them do. You're right. Their sense of hearing is so much more sensitive than ours. So we always encourage our pet parents to do a lot of treating beforehand so that they get accustomed to the headset and they don't associate the headset with the actual loud noises. And we can do a lot of
How long did it take you to get Emma to let you strap this on her head?
So Emma, being the muse for it and the guinea pig, she went through a lot of iterations of how this was going to work and how it was going to fit on her head. And so you can see
she's giving up. Kirsten, she's giving up.
So I'm going to let her be a little more comfortable.
Does it play music or
Yes.
sound?
There's a whole chipset with the active technology that takes the sound in, converts it to a wavelength, flips it 180 degrees, and plays it back out to then counteract the original sound as it comes into your...
That's how all noise canceling works, though,
Exactly.
right?
So we have the state-of-the-art chip that is the same as the humans, and we scientifically and software tailor it to the loud noises that scare them the most.
So when you say state of the art, so there's really only like 3 or 4 companies that do noise canceling the best. Apple being at the top of that. Sony makes really good headphones with their whatever 1000 M3 and M4. I don't know. Sony has a dumb naming scheme. It's not dumb for them, but they sell it like it's the WXR 1000 M4, and it's like, well, the M is for Mark, the 4 is the 4th Mark. It's the 4th version of the 1000. Like, why not just call it the 1000? The Sony 1000s. Bam. I did it all for you. You don't even have to send me a check, Sony. There's Bose. And I feel like there's one other company that I'm missing, but those three companies are basically at the top. So if you're gonna be able to get any noise canceling from anybody, it's probably from Sony. They sell their like this, picture or camera sensors and things like that to other companies. So I tend to think it's that, if that's the case, which is probably not cheap. Having that technology, having the processor, having the battery. I mean, I could see why. I guess my thing was is also, how do you keep the dog cool? Because I feel like unless you're 4th of July, it's hot in most places, at least here in the States. Do you have an extra hard time keeping it cool, especially because it's over their head in that?
How tight do you need to put it on before they obviously try to take it off by themselves?
Yeah, so we have the 4 different sizes, and we also will do custom fits because not all dogs' ears are in the same place.
So tell us what happens if a dog is hearing fireworks, really loud sounds. Does it actually really hurt them?
Yes, they hear more than we do, and they hear it further away, so they're alerting us most of the time. But what also is going on is that they're having a stressful reaction, and just like us, they're releasing cortisol into their system, which then over time also intensifies the noise. So then it's a vicious cycle where they've conditioned themselves that since the noise is loud, then they're more scared.
Tell us about you. What's your background?
So I was in the pet industry at Mars Pet Care doing research and development for the last 9 years. So from a consumer side, I not only am a
So
client,
you have a ton of experience in this.
Yes.
What does it sell for? What does it cost you?
It is $199 direct to consumer on our e-commerce site. And landed, it's $108.
Oh, so you don't have tons of margins.
Currently, I am buying all minimum order quantities, and I know we have a lot of room to bring down all the costs and increase the margins.
Okay, so yeah, so I was wrong in thinking it was more. For some reason, I was thinking it was like $299. But look, most of these high-end headphones. Look, Apple sells their AirPod Maxes or whatever for $450, $550. There's other. Obviously there's cheaper ones out there. Sony's, those 1000 Mark IVs, I think, go for like $300 or so. You can get them on sale for like $250 or something. So it's not a terrible price, but if they could get it down, like I feel like if you could hit like a $99 price point, you're gonna sell an awful lot of them. But yeah, at $199, I think that's like enough for people to pump the brakes, unless their dog specifically has like really bad reactions to loud noises.
Why don't you sell it for more?
I think $200 for doggy headphones are expensive.
Yeah, but you got to be able to afford it in the first place. It's not cheap no matter how you look at it, right?
Yes, so we wanted to start with a reasonable price point and get a minimum viable product out there. I have
How long
ideas.
have you been selling?
We're about a year in.
And how much have you sold?
106,000 in sales.
Okay.
Wow, that's not bad.
On your website, do I actually get some video of dogs that are now, custom, like, is it Emma?
Yeah, Emma.
Emma's now used to that thing.
Emma hates it.
I guess the drugs are wearing off.
She wants to know what's going on.
Oh no.
Oh, she's hurt? What's wrong?
She's 15 years old, and with that comes some ailments, like a little arthritis, but she's doing fine.
She looks good for her age.
I thank
She
you.
does, and absolutely adorable. Well, the credibility of it, I know, like, they're joking and all of that, but technically, I know, because there's other products on the market that are to calm dogs.
Yes.
So I think that there's credibility in this. I just don't know. The price point is what sticks me, because people might shy away from it because it's just too costly.
Yes. So at $199, we found that people then see that it's credible. So as an engineer, I wanted to throw the kitchen sink at it too, which was going to make it very costly. But this also gives us a runway for a pipeline to have a 2.0 and a 3.0. And
Kirsten, I love
Hold on.
it.
All right. Now thinking about, I'm trying to think this through my head. Okay. So you're trying to solve the problem of loud noises, right? The boom and like maybe shotgun blasts or whatever the loud booms are, right? The thing about that is, and I get the idea of like, oh, well, we have a high quality, chip in there that can process and all that, and it needs to work, right? Because like nothing's more disorienting than having something that doesn't work, right? Like try putting on like a cheap VR headset. You'll get motion, even if you don't get motion sickness normally, you'll get motion sick from that. Because it becomes disorienting when it doesn't keep up with your movements. Just like on like noise canceling headphones, like I almost feel like you only have to hit certain ranges there. A certain range of frequencies. I don't know that you need like human talking to be counteracted there. Like that doesn't really make a lot of sense to, I think. I mean, without actually doing any of the research or anything like that, obviously. But when you're talking about like headphones, like, oh, humans put the headphones on and it's noise canceling, it's canceling out the world. Like, yeah, because we're not in our houses and trying to, stop the booming sound that's going on outside, which is, generally speaking in a certain certain frequency ranges that you just kind of need to hit. I almost wonder if like you could get away with like a specific white noise that's tailored to I like brown noise. It hits more on the low end of the frequency versus the high end, like to sleep to. So for me, like white noise is too like bright, and it's hard for me to fall asleep to that. But when you listen to the brown noise, it's got the lower frequency in it, so it's a little bassier. So I wonder if there's like an opportunity for that. Now I don't know, maybe Kirsten tested that out, but I feel like that would be way cheaper. Like she could probably produce that for like, for $40-50 all day. Will it be as effective? Maybe not, but it's an opportunity to sell the Pro, the PAWNIX Pros that like guarantee that, every noise is going to be, because I don't even know that you need to, counteract every sound just as much as like muffling down the sound and countering it as much as possible, or masking it up as much as possible would be maybe 90% effective or 95% effective, where this would, I guess would be like 100%.
I love dogs, especially. Emma is beautiful. I think the padding alone could work. I think if you sold this for $30 to $40, it would open up your market. I think at the price point, the noise canceling, you're a niche of a niche of a niche of a market. I don't see it. I'm out.
Okay.
Emma, I think your background fits this perfectly. And I think that honestly, this looks so cute on. I could totally see this just being passed on social media just for how adorable it is. But I don't know that you need to have the electronics in it. If your price point was something like $29,
yes,
you'd sell thousands and thousands of them. And so for me, just because where it's at right now, I just have a different vision for it. I'm out.
That's okay. You may come back in though.
I think the trying to explain this in an easy way.
Kirsten, I love the confidence. I'd love to have you come on the show. Please drop a comment down below and make that happen.
Will be challenging from a marketing standpoint. I just don't think it's for me. I'm out.
Okay, fair enough.
And I look for three things in a product. One, is it unique and differentiated? Yes.
That it is, yes.
Two, can the entrepreneur and founder sell it? You can. But the third part is I have to be able to sell it and be excited about it. And it's just not in my wheelhouse, so for those reasons, I'm out.
Okay.
So when I actually saw it and you came in here, I thought, okay, this is a joke. It's funny, but you're serious.
Yes.
And
I'd like to touch
I
on-
believe you as an engineer. I get it. I just don't need doggy headphones in my portfolio now. It's just not for me. I'm out.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
thank you.
Emma, we're going to miss you.
Well, thank you, everyone.
Good luck.
You did good out there. You tried to help me sell it. Maybe it's not for everybody. We're going to take into consideration all the feedback, and we're going to come back stronger than ever.
You did a wonderful job, Kirsten and Emma. I'd love to have both of you come on the show here. Just drop a comment down below. Like Game Time, who said, love the video, keep it up. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you in the super community making this channel possible. Anyway, if you want to check out PAWNIX's website and social media, click on up here. If not, I'll see you in the video down below. Take care and go be super.